They finally got your old scammy SBF. It's time to answer up, my boy. Hey, you know who it is, man. It's your boy Shooter the Investor, and I'm checking in for the gang. And gang, the day is here. The police, them alphabet boys, decided to bring old scam bad Bankman-Fried on in. Yeah, today he got his butt arrested. Can we get some hand claps and bottle champagne popping? It's about damn time, man. What took y'all long enough? It's been almost literally a month. What is it today? 12/13? It's literally been a month. I understand they had to make sure they get the facts and make sure they got enough evidence to press charges, etc., man. But your boy was out here just lollygagging on Twitter like a free man, like he did nothing wrong, doing interviews. I mean, he was living his best life the last month, chilling in his $40 million penthouse. He had Bit Boy pull up on him, offer him a vegan pizza. I mean, he was kicking it. And they finally brung him in a day before he was supposed to step in foot and testify today, which was kind of curious to me, kind of odd and kind of confusing as well too. But hey, for those who got frauded out of their money, man, I know this is a good moment, best moment, good news to kick the week off. Inflation came down. SBF is detained in the Bahamas, bringing his butt back to the States. Man, let's just get into it, man. Let's get into the facts. Right. As you can see, SEC charges former FTS chief CEO Sam Bankman-Fried for defrauding investors. Defrauding. He was arrested today after facing multiple charges of the U.S. Justice Department, so the USJD stepped in. Now the SEC of the country, U.S., is issuing charges against SBF. Now, I read something that he could be looking at life in prison. When I first talked about this, I talked about at least 2 decades, but they said life if he's hit on these charges. Interesting. Do you think he's going to get life? Matter of fact, let's not talk about it right now. So anyways, earlier today, SEC informed that they were glad that the Royal Bahamas Police force arrested SBF. About time Royal Bahamians down there finally did some work. With this, the watchdog really that it would file its very own set of charges against the founder of FTX. The SEC announced that SBF is currently charged with orchestrating a scheme to defraud equity investors in FTX. Right, so we all know that they were out there, him and Alameda Research, over ledgering accounts, using investors' money with no risk management in whatsoever, and buying $1 million properties. I mean, they were doing it all, man. I mean, this is literally a Netflix documentary that we were living in, watching it real life. When the documentary come out, you're gonna sit back and be thinking what you were doing during this time, right? SEC claimed that SBF carried out years-long fraud. I mean, he's been doing this for a hot one. All was done while painting a picture that this exchange was sophisticated, right? Additional, FTX also reported that they have automated risk measures to protect customer assets. Well, we know that is not true at all. We heard old Caroline talk about their risk management and how they don't have any. And it was obviously proven because they were buying a lot of overvalued assets that just didn't make sense. And they were just liquidating assets and just running it up and doing what they want to do with people's money. I mean, billions and billions of dollars. They had paid spokesmen making millions of dollars to rep their FTX to make it seem like it was legit. All in all, manipulating the market with certain cryptocurrency blockchain projects and just living their best life, buying stadium name rights down in Miami, the Miami Heat, dealing with Major League Baseball. I mean, these guys were all over the place to make it seem like they were a sophisticated exchange business-wise, and the whole time they was just straight Ponzi scheme. I mean, this right here is like Bernie Madoff times 10, in my personal opinion. Here's what the SEC has charged SBF under. SBF is accused of breaking the anti-fraud provisions, so the Security Act of 1993, Security Exchange Act of 1934, per the SEC's complaint. The SEC complaint calls for civil fines, officer and direct bar, injuncts against further violations of security laws. Along with this, a ban on him from participating in insurance purchase, offer, or sale of security. So basically, if found convicted, he would never ever get a chance to do any of this again, right? From the sounds of it, they don't even sound like they're gonna let this man out of the joint, man. It's interesting that Gary Gensler has some words to say when he's in this whole web of corruption, allegedly. Don't want to get in trouble or anything like that. Allegedly in this web of corruption, right? Yeah, man, it's going down. It's going down, and it's not looking good for this guy right here. We got a video here I want to show y'all real quick. You can see the Bohemian police escorting him out of the courthouse in handcuffs. That's him right there. Scrunky hair, looking all bad in the streets. Oversized suit. Boy, I mean, for a billionaire, man, you just dressed all bad. I mean, at least look somewhat presentable. Jesus, what is that? H&M? I mean, nothing wrong with H&M, but come on, my boy. I mean, put it on, man. Put that stuff on. You look bad in these streets, man. I mean, look at this guy. I personally never bought into FTX. I don't like getting into new exchanges. I'm very comfortable with those who got a history and a track record as far as when it comes to trading. FTX, and I'm not saying I was like, I knew it was a sham. And for me, I like crypto projects, and I like exchanges that have well-known, documented reputation. And it didn't. It was brand new to me. I was very impressed on how they were like spending a lot of money. MLB and NBA and all that type of stuff. I can't sit here and say I had any red flags, but I just knew it wasn't an exchange for me. I downloaded it, looked at it, didn't like the whole UI UX experience. Never put $1 into it. Yeah, man. Coinbase, Binance USA, KuCoin, Crypto.com. I mean, even the Crypto.com is kind of new, but you know, you do your research, man. At the end of the day, man, you don't trust none of the exchanges. At the end of the day, put your money on put your crypto on a cold wallet, basically, right? It can happen to anybody, but this right here, I mean, come on, man. He was denied bail by the judge. That's good. U.S. prosecutors say Sam Bankman-Fried made legal political campaign donations worth tens of millions of dollars. Now, this is very interesting to me because these political parties, Democrat and Republicans, according to him in his interview with, what's her name? Tiffany Fong, I believe that's her name. He mentioned that he did the dark donations to the Republican Party because he didn't want people to know and get people in an uproar. And the Democrats obviously receive a boatload of money. Now, illegal political campaign donations. It's funny because if that's the case, are these parties going to return that money? I mean, technically it's bad money, right? Are they going to return that money that he donated? Right? Now you got a problem with it. I mean, you took the money, the millions and millions of dollars towards your campaign, but now you want to prosecute him about illegal political campaign donations, but yet y'all took the money. Yeah. Interesting. Let me know how y'all feel about that. All right. You think they're going to get that money back? I know they're not going to get that money back, but it's kind of weird. I wouldn't even say weird. It's just, it's the name of the game, man. You know, everyone's going to cover their six. At the end of the day, government officials are going to cover their six. They're going to cover their buddies. They're going to make it, the narrative is about to come down on him hard, especially that he's been arrested and detained and denied bail. The narrative is about to really, they about to like put the pressure on him and make you forget about the government involvement, allegedly, or any of donations that they took, allegedly, right? They're going to make you forget all about it, man. But all this little interweb, Alameda Research, his team, the political party campaigns he donated to, like all of the SEC, Gary Gensler, all of them need to come to the front. Everybody needs to be talking to, you know what I mean? Not a slap on the wrist, they need to come up and step up too in their involvement. So it's going to be very interesting. And look at this guy. He's snitching off the top. He's snitching. He might not even make it to trial. He starts snitching. You already know how they're going to do, allegedly. You know, I'm just guessing here. You already know how the government going to do, boy. He might not even make it, man. I hope he do, and I hope he starts snitching, because we need to see who else out here doing dirty things, man, scammy things, man. One thing in life I hate is a thief and a scammer. And look at his face. That boy don't look trustworthy for nothing. Everybody was in love with this dude. He wore t-shirts and dressed bad, man. I can't trust nobody with dirty Air Force Ones, man. For real. Y'all got me messed up in these streets, man. I can't trust nobody to dress like this and look like this. Boy don't even get a haircut. Y'all was really putting money in his exchange, man. I feel sorry for y'all. If you was affected by that, man, I promise you, I'm not even trying to be funny. I do feel sorry for you, for sure. Let this be a lesson learned. And if this deters you from ever getting into cryptocurrency, I am sorry that you had this bad experience. If this does not deter you from being in cryptocurrency and you see the power of what cryptocurrency can do in the future, because this definitely is the future in my opinion, do your own research. Make sure you get yourself a ledger, right? Or you go out, get you one of these Oculus cold wallets, man. I'm still doing a giveaway, by the way. We about to give these bad boys away. So if you're on the YouTube, man, go watch the previous video on the contest, because I'm giving it away, man, because I really do care about you guys, and I do want you to protect your bags, man. I don't want this incident to deter you. This happened in 2014 with Mt. Gox, with the Bitcoin scandal. It seems like every bull cycle there's some type of scandal. Unfortunately, you had FTX, Celsius, and Voyager happen, and then BlockFi about to go bankrupt. I mean, the one thing about a bear market, if anything that's good to come out of it, it's going to push out bad crypto projects, and it's going to put out the scamio exchanges as well too. If you've been in a lot of these bear markets in the crypto space, you know that a lot of these projects, and it might be some projects that you think that are solid, they're not going to make it. They're not going to make it. Newsflash. Some of them might make it. Solana might not make it just because they were attached to FTX. It's a good blockchain product and everything, man. But when you're attached to it, like it's that whole, when you put a bad orange, a rotten orange is rotten, and there's a bunch of oranges around that batch, and that one orange is rotten, that rotten is just going to spread onto the next oranges, right? Oranges far away from the rotten one soon will turn rotten. Solana might not make it. I mean, I hope so. I still got a couple of Solana on me, man. I actually liquidated and took an L on that. I hope they make it. I like Solana. I think they got some cool things going on. Unfortunately, they might not make it based on their connections, man. It is what it is. But you're going to see. You're going to see. You're going to see what happens. So he actually got arrested. This video is a little late, man. I wanted to kind of like, today's the 13th. He got arrested on the 12th. I kind of wanted, like, you know, I know a lot of people's going to be pumping out content, videos or whatnot. I already had some stuff coming out. So I just wanted to kind of think about it and how I wanted to present it to you guys. I'm just happy they finally got him, man. And I mean, he hasn't been, there's no court date set or anything like that. So this thing is going to drag out. It might drag out a year or two. I don't know. They might be swift, right? They want to definitely set an example. You already know the U.S. government wants to come in and regulate crypto. I mean, I'm not a conspiracy theory, but I'm going to put this out there. Maybe he's just a fall guy. Maybe he's the guy that's going to take it on the chin in the public eye. And so the government being like, look, I told you guys you need to have regulations. We're coming in to save the day. The big bad scammy guys, big bad exchanges. The government's coming in to save the day. Look at our coin that we want to drop. I mean, something to think about, man. You know, it's the whole Trojan horse story, right? You know, you got your mind and eyes set on the big Trojan horse, not knowing that people inside of it sliding out the back door ready to run up into you and take you out. I'm just saying, man, keep an open mind. You know what I'm saying? Keep an open mind. We talked about this when CZ was coming in to buy FTX, how he was kind of little boy Sam in the photo. And then it didn't go through. And then next thing you know, expose all this information about them. Always look at both sides. Look at different angles of this story, man. He might just be the fall guy. And I'm not saying he shouldn't be held responsible. He absolutely should be held responsible for the other players, right, that we know of. Alameda Research, Gary Gensler, all these other players. I'm pretty sure there's some more government officials in it as well, too. Are they just going to get off scot-free, unscathed? That's what I want to see. That's what we need to be checking in. That's what we need to be keeping our eyes to. Hold everyone accountable. Everyone. Mr. Wonderful, you out here pumping FTX. You got paid $15 million. Understand you lost money, but you were out here pumping it. Did you know on the back end of what's going on? Do we got some emails, some phone calls, text messages? You know what I'm saying? Tom Brady, Steph Curry. If you guys was involved and knew what was going on, you need to be held accountable. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your race is. I don't care what your status is. If you knew what was going on behind the scenes and had conversations and knew what was going on, you need to be held accountable, because this is people's hard-earned money, and this ain't right. That's a lot, and billions were lost. Billions. Sam Bankman-Fried could be looking at life in prison if convicted. Sheesh. Shit, give him double life. Triple life. You know what I'm saying? U.S. files criminal charges against FTX founder. Yeah, so that was yesterday. FTX Inner Circle reporter has secret group chat on Signal named Wire Fraud. Come on, man. Like it almost feel like they would, like, I'm sitting here like this, like, how dumb can y'all be? Like, y'all got to be the dumbest crooks. Like, you really out here just like, what? Could you imagine? They probably like, oh, let's call it wire fraud. Just laughing about it. Like, that's what teased me off, man. Like, they were probably sitting up in the Bahamas in that $1 million penthouse. Hey, let's create this group chat, call it wire fraud. Laughing about it, huh? Little inside jokes here and there, man. Man, throw all them fools in jail, man. All of them need to go. All of them. Anyways, man, that's just my take on it. If the boy gets convicted, then we celebrate. I just don't know, man. I just don't know how this is gonna play out, right? Should we be happy that he got arrested? Yeah, but he just got arrested. Did he get denied bail? He absolutely did. But how are they gonna like? Is he just the scapegoat? Is he gonna get a slap on the wrist? Like, how are they really about to step up, and why? I think ultimately they doing this to try to prove a point that the good old government gonna come in here and save crypto. Nah, we don't need you guys. We don't need you guys, not at all. We do need you to take care of this scammer though, for sure. But at the end of the day, and I say this with a lot of love, do not trust these CEXs. None of them. Coinbase, Binance USA, Crypto.com, KuCoin, Bitmart, all of them. Don't trust none of them. Take your money off these exchanges. Move them to a hot wallet if you can't afford a cold wallet right now. But if you can get a cold wallet, take full custody of your crypto, because that's the best way to be in crypto, is have full custody with your assets on a cold wallet. Ledger, Arculus, budget-friendly cold wallets, Tether. I got links in the main comments for Ledger and Arculus. You can go pre-order the new Ledger, or you can go get one of the S or the X plus, the X or the S plus, or you can go get your Arculus, or you can join in my giveaway. Follow the rules. You can possibly win one of them. I got 3 of them that I'm giving away. Ultimately, just protect your bags, man. Protect your bags, please. Anyway, man, it's your boy Shooter the Investor. I love you guys. We finally got his old scammy butt. Let's see what the government gonna do, man. Peace, y'all.